What you doing, shouty? Get in here. Let's discuss the new moon in Cancer, okay? This new moon in Cancer is happening on July 5th. That is this Friday, this Venus day, okay? The new moon in Cancer, which is marking the in-between of eclipses, okay? We are in between eclipse season. So we already know that this season is an initiation. With it being a cardinal sign, we're starting something new, we're starting something fresh. And with it being a water sign, we're feeling our feelings, okay? Let me know if you've already cried this Cancer season. Okay, let me know if you've already cried, if you've been feeling the feelings, okay, if you've been feeling the new beginnings, okay. As I'm recording this today, it is Tuesday, July 2nd, and we also are having the Neptune retrograde that starts today. Saturn retrograde started on Saturday, and Mercury is in Leo. So we're having some cosmic shifts happening, and whenever we have a lot of this cosmic stuff happening, this really impacts us in terms of like almost like timeline hopping, or just like the collective energy shifting, okay, is how we're feeling. Oh my God, yes, a 𝐍𝐞𝐰 concert. That's so dope. That is so dope. Oh, it's 333 in Jamaica. I love that. Okay. Let me know where you're watching from, how you're doing, how you're feeling today. I'm on Instagram and YouTube, so you can watch either way. This live will be saved. We're going to get into all signs, all 12 signs. You can check your sun, your moon, your rising, what you need to know, where this new moon is going to be impacting you, what area of life. Okay. So after the live, I'll post up the timestamps. Also want you guys to know that if you're feeling like you need a spiritual reset, an energetic reset, you want to get rid of some stagnant energy or some fear, anything that's not working for you, I invite you to join me this Friday. Or if you have to watch the replay, it's just as effective for our distance Reiki session. This is going to be so pivotal. It's for the crown of success, which is like a spiritual working as well. So we're doing some magic, as well as distance Reiki energy healing, which is going to be cleansing out your aura, okay? Generally relaxing you, but sometimes we also go through purges as well, clearing out toxins, which in our subtle energy, emotional, spiritual body, we're calling in a new season of victory, of success, of triumph, okay? Of stepping into and recognizing our power, protection, and peace. So if you're interested in this, I go live the night of the new moon, which is going to be on Friday, for about an hour. I'm going to start off with some sound baths so we can really relax and feel into the physical vibrations. We're going to do some Reiki healing, which again is an energy healing modality that can be sent through time and space. And then we're going to get into our tarot reading. The next day I'll post the magical altar as well as a Reiki report. So that's the ritual we have going on for the new moon in Cancer. I'd love to see you guys there. So you can secure a spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can book a reading or a mentorship session on my site. Okay. Everything you need to know is in the link in the bio, look in the description box. Okay. So yes, I do live as well as pre-recorded readings. Okay. So I'm here for June if you need me. Okay. So where we got Georgia. Okay. We got Detroit in the building, Oregon. Okay. Oregon, the Pacific Northwest. I love it there. So beautiful. I can't wait to visit again. It's really giving just like nature's valley. Okay. But yeah, let me know how you're doing. Pennsylvania. Love it. The Netherlands. Oh my God. What's good? Arizona, Connecticut, Oakland. Okay, we outside. We outside with it, and we're gathering to discuss this beautiful lunation, the new moon in Cancer. So let's start here. Cancer is the only sign that is ruled by the moon. So the moon loves to be in Cancer. This is a well-placed moon. This is one of our favorite moons of a year. Okay, it only happens one time a year, the new moon in Cancer. Now, because this year we've been having our eclipses in the signs of Aries and Libra, we are in between those seasons. Okay, we're in between this eclipse season. So this marks a faded chapter in our life, okay, where we're also getting some details about the eclipse story that's been playing out since October 2023. So you have to go back and ask yourself what has been going on. You are being pushed, okay? Um you're being initiated to also make those changes now. Listen to your spirit now before October, which I believe is October 2nd, when we have the solar eclipse. Okay, as well. Okay, we have a solar eclipse. I believe it's in Libra. Okay. I believe. So yes, and this is highlighting our relationships with it being Libra, justice, karma, okay? And with the new moon being in Cancer, we can be really feeling quite emotional, super sensitive, very intuitive, maybe more hungry than usual. We're eating more, comfort foods, maybe foods that we ate growing up as a child too. We can be connecting with that. Cancerian energy. Cancer is the crab. And this is also a season where we need to work our protection spells, our protection magic, protecting ourselves, or our energy, and our home and our family. Doing home rituals, happy home rituals. Okay, I was thinking about doing that for the Reiki for Cancer season. Okay, that is the energy that we're in. We're really clearing out the old. Okay, so it's really about cleansing so we can reset and welcome in the new. Now, Cancer is the crab. The crab is also home. Wherever they go, they can get into their shell and protect themselves. And crabs also walk sideways. Okay, so this season is telling us that maybe we are not getting from point A to point B in a straight line. Maybe there's some divine detours. Maybe there's some divine intervention. Maybe we have to take a few steps back so we can see the bigger picture and then move forward, right? That is what this new moon in Cancer is showing us and highlighting us. This is a great time to visit the water, to visit the ocean, the rivers, the lakes, the ponds, okay? The waterfalls that you're used to. Great time for spiritual baths, right? Working with water in all forms, and water is a conduit of energy. It's very cleansing. This can be a time that we're also needing to hydrate more than usual. Cancer is a sign that has to do with nurturing ourselves. So we are needing to nourish ourselves, not only with the things that we're eating, but the things that we are digesting, our connections, the people that we see on a day-to-day basis, the inner critic that we have in our mind. How can we soothe it? How can we sweeten it? That is what Cancer season is asking us to do, to be sensitive and give ourselves grace as well as space, okay, for our emotions. Like our feelings are never going to be facts, but they're still going to be valid. And so if we can really try to take a step back and give ourselves grace for the different feelings that we have. We're not always going to feel joyful. Sometimes we're going to feel misery. We're going to feel heartbreak. We're going to feel, regret, remorse, anxiety, all of these things. And it's totally normal and so important for us as humans to experience them and watch them come and go like clouds. We can't be stuck and fixed on them because they don't define us, okay, unless we let them define us. So I also feel like with this new moon being, it's going to be square the nodes of fate. We're going to be meeting perhaps some people that can nourish us, some people that can hold us accountable for certain things, some people, this could be business connections, okay, financial connections too, with this. And also some people are going to be being called to really stand in their own authenticity, their own integrity, and take a leadership position in your own life, because we have to think about the North Node being in Aries. This is really about how do you identify? How do you define yourself? What do you do with your body? How do you take action in your life that is supportive and sustains your authentic self, right? Because we can't really get in alignment if we're not really being authentic, if we're not being real with ourselves. So we are empowered in this season to step into our true north, our true calling, our own individuality. And then sometimes that means that certain connections or relationships will fall apart, okay? Or you will just deal with the connection in a different way than you're used to, or that, you've grown accustomed to, because it's no longer serving you. Yes. Also, people are definitely feeling tired. Okay. Tired. I feel like that's just a water sign thing. They're so, also known for being sleepy, tired. Okay. The dreams are also going to be really active. A great time to start journaling your dreams. Okay. Or just journaling in general to process your feelings and all of your emotions. Okay. So the moon is actually not making too many aspects. Okay. So the moon is a little quiet, but we do have the moon and the sun making a trine to that Saturn retrograde. So Saturn is being called in this moon. Okay. So the trine of Saturn is wanting us to not only stand on business, but think about the long term. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices in the moment for our long-term benefit. We're also going to be having an exact sextile of Mars and Saturn. Now, when these two planets come together, this can kind of crank up. If you've been feeling moody, depressed, and anger, this can amplify that. Okay. If you really want to if you really want to take the mood down, okay, you're going to be able to do that, right? Mars and Saturn are going to be like, you know what, just light this whole ish on fire. But you could also use this energy to your benefit and work with it, okay? Because the Mars and Saturn sextile, when they're working together, if we take advantage of the energy and we don't let the energy take advantage of us, we can think about the actions we need to take for the long term, okay, for our benefit, for our tomorrow, in this present moment. Okay. So this is actually, it can be very motivating and stimulating. And especially with the Saturn retrograde, we are being called to kind of own up to our duties and our own responsibilities. Okay. As well. So that's another thing we have going on here, but that's about it. There's not really too much happening in the sky with this. We are having Mercury opposite Pluto this week, so we're going to be thinking very deeply. We can have conversations that highlight power dynamics or things people have been obsessed with, okay, too, as well. You can also have certain breakthroughs in your subconscious or through like therapy or deep healing or deep journaling and shadow work. We are doing some very deep thinking about things in a profound way with Mercury opposite Pluto. Okay. But yeah, that's about it for this week, vibes. Now we're going to be getting into our signs of the zodiac. Okay. Dang, your mom's in her second Saturn return. She's going through it. Prayers for your mama. It is very crazy when we get to our second Saturn return. And then we also had the nodal return coming up around that time too. Or your reverse nodal return, actually, because yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on all the time. Right? It's like the astrology might not get better, but baby, we getting better. Okay, because we getting wiser. Oh, it was 444. I love that. Okay, now we're getting starting. We're getting this party started with Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Okay, baby, are you here? Are you with me? Do we see the Rams in a building? Aries, where you at? Okay, Aries, we have the North Node in your sign. So you guys have been kind of in the hot seat all year. Okay, so this is a year of great growth for Aries. Okay, of great alignment for Aries. And with this new moon being in your house of family and home, this is highlighting that area. You could be moving, relocating, redecorating your home, renovating your home, wanting to invite people over, being the hostess with the mostest, okay? And also creating soul family. I feel like for Aries, this fourth house connection, some of you guys with this new moon, you're going to want to lay low, okay? You're going to want to lay low. You're going to want to be very pragmatic and particular with your energy and how you spend it, okay? I do recommend you to be home for Friday or at least home for the majority of the weekend, okay? Really chilling out. You could be having some breakthroughs about your foundation, okay, and how it's been helping you or not. It's kind of giving also inner child work. Right now, Aries is going through an expansion in their throat chakra and the way that they communicate. So you can also be needing to have serious conversations, with people that you live with your roommates or with your family, too, or with your husband, with your child. There could be some collective action that y'all are needing to take and get on the same page with. Okay. Another thing is that we're having Mars in your second house with Uranus. So Aries needs to be careful around spending too much money. Okay. Do not let this energy make you feel like you want to just burn through your finances or burn through your resources. Okay. Being very careful, being very mindful with the way that you're spending money. Mars and Uranus eventually here are going to be coming into a conjunction in the second house too. So there could just be unexpected things that you're going to have to pay for. So keep that in mind, but make sure that you get second opinion or you get an expert's opinion and see, is this fitting into the long-term goals, right? Because we have that sextile to Saturn, but it seems like underneath it all in your subconscious, right, we have the Saturn and Neptune retrograde happening. So you guys could be feeling more sensitive, more moody as well with this going on. It feels like you really need to not be so hard on yourself, but be okay with rebuilding certain parts of yourself that just maybe have been unsettling and just remnants from your childhood. But in a positive, this can just be you like making your space feel brand new, or wherever you spend a majority of your time, feeling beautiful, feeling brand new, feeling like you are also wanting to share this with your family or with people that you're very close to. Okay. Another thing with Aries, Aries can also be gaining weight or getting a bigger ego and gaining more confidence is something that's really important for you guys right now. So if you have been noticing that, that is part of the North Node being in your sign. So just know too that you're growing in more ways, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally. There's like an extra layer, okay, being added to you with the North Node in your sign, baby. Okay, Mercury's in your fifth house. All right. So I feel like with Mercury being in Leo, you guys can also be, wanting to work with children. Okay, work with children. Or you guys are also maybe, some of you guys are very busy with children. Okay. Or some of you guys here with the Mercury in the fifth house can be having some creative conversations, okay? Finding creative solutions with people. You guys got the Six of Pentacles, okay? I only want to really pull one card, but I'll take them all. Page of Cups and the Seven of Wands, okay? Be mindful of people who say certain things, but they don't follow through with them, okay? Who can you trust? Who can you not? Make sure you're writing this ish down. Who you can trust, who you cannot. Okay. With the Page of Cups, there can be someone that you're dealing with that just is not super emotionally available. Okay. Or they're just not mature enough to really understand your needs. And you shouldn't have to it shouldn't be so hard if you are on the same page with someone as well. Okay. This energy is like, is it an equal exchange? All right. Are you getting the same kind of effort that you're putting out there? And if you need something, how can you find the courage to creatively express yourself? Or what are you expressing and giving new life to? All right. That is what we have for Aries. Oh my God. Was that long? Taurus. Are my Tauruses here? Are my Tauruses in the building? Okay, baby. Tauruses, where you at? Bulls, bull babies, Tauruses. So Tauruses are having Mars in their sign. Okay, Mars is in Taurus right now. So the sextile to Saturn is going to be really more, you guys are going to be feeling it more. It feels like with this new moon happening in your house of communication and expression, you are feeling very busy. You could be in high demand. You have a lot of things going on in your schedule. Some of you guys can be connecting with people that you live in community with, your neighbors more than usual. Something's happening with your neighbors. You're getting new neighbors. Okay. Or, there's a hyper focus too on some of you guys with your siblings or relatives. With Mars in your sign, Mars is in Taurus, making people just more tired than usual. But it feels like for Taurus, you guys need to kind of move your body. Movement is medicine, okay? With Mars in the first house, this is like, okay, maybe I want to try a new workout, or maybe I want to try, to take a new hike or a new walk, or, just do something physically to kind of release certain tension in your body. You guys also are going to be having that Mars-Uranus conjunction in your first house. So it's going to be really important for you to move your body to get rid of any anxiety, okay? To get rid of any nervousness and any sudden changes that are happening, so you can kind of get out of your own mind and get into your body, okay? Some of you guys are just going to more events, or you're doing and collaborating with people that you met on the internet, or people that you are collaborating with, soul family, organizations, communities that support, a like mind or a like spirit that you have, because Saturn here is sitting in your 11th house. Saturn and Neptune doing their big retrograde in your 11th house can also show you like how you were only taking, or you only wanted something for vain purposes, but it wasn't maybe sustainable. Okay. Neptune in the 11th house in 29 degrees. It's also like, people don't talk about like when you are successful in certain things, or you do accomplish certain dreams that you have, how scary that can be sometimes, or how maybe it's still not going to make you as happy as you thought it was, right? Because the happiness is always in the moment. You can choose it or not. It doesn't really rely too much on external things. And if it does, it's just a dopamine rush. And then it's just like, okay, back to, regular life. So it's like that's also coming up with like maintaining your, anxiety or nervousness around, the present, because you could be missing out of moments of gratitude, moments of joy in this moment that you have right now. Because Neptune is kind of showing you that, yeah, maybe you have done certain things, but you are not still feeling that happiness from it. The happiness is really from within. Okay. Mercury is in Leo, sitting in your 4th house. So this can bring up that you are having more conversations here, or thinking about your family more, or the way you were raised, a lot of memories and nostalgia coming up around your childhood. 2, with Mercury and Leo in your 4th house, some of you guys can be having, maybe certain conversations with family members or roommates or people you live with that can be kind of disappointing, or maybe they're a little bit hard, right? Some of you guys can be getting news maybe of hearing that someone in your family could be sick. All right. Maybe they're just sick for a little bit, or they're very drained. They're going through something, maybe an addiction. I feel like you guys are having important conversations as well in work. Okay. So it's important for you to not be manipulated in your workplace, not try to, for other people to tell you what you should do and how you should do it. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Overall, Taurus, with Jupiter in your 2nd house, you should be making more money, or thinking of new ways of making money as well, because this is expanding your house of resources. Okay. Your house of resources, your house of connections, like that. Yeah. The Tauruses are tired. The Tauruses are really tired, baby. Mars is like, baby, get up. Get your behind up and go do something. Go move your body, okay? It's really a war in between your ears. Okay, Taurus, so there's a lot going on here. I feel like the deck just like literally exploded, but maybe it didn't. What the heck? Ciao. All right. Anyway, I think that looked worse than it was, because I don't see a bunch of cards everywhere. Okay. Rude. But anyway, Taurus, you guys got the star card, the first card I see. Okay. So damn, you are a star. You are popping out. Maybe you want to pop out. Okay. You're busy. You have a lot of engagements. You got a lot of people to see, places to go, and all of that. The star card's really about healing after some sort of shock, after some sort of like ego death, okay? After you timeline hopped, after you redefined yourself, after you're reborn. It's like, now I got to put this energy into me, okay? The star card. The star card is also connected with Aquarius. This could represent an Aquarius in your life, or ideas that you maybe be getting from TikTok or the internet that's inspiring you to make changes, or you're seeing things online that are really resonating with you and kind of showing you ways that maybe you had tricked yourself, or you hadn't seen something. Okay, the star card, you're the star of your life. Ground yourself in your gratitude, okay? What you are grateful for. And overall, I feel like have patience. We had the temperance card, okay? Patience with your healing, patience with the process. Taurus, okay? Now we are on Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. What's good in your hood, Gemini? You are feeling into this new moon, Gemini, Cancer season, especially my Gemini risings. Okay, baby, come in here. Are y'all here? Let me know. Drop those twin emojis in the live chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay. But I love this season for the Geminis, okay, my fellow Geminis, because Cancer season is in our house of money, okay, in our house of possessions and resources. So new moon in Cancer, we're getting new resources, we're getting new money making ideas, new money making opportunities, okay? Venus is also here. This is great. Okay, the only thing about Venus is that maybe you guys are going to want to spend more money on your Venus activities, okay, on taking care of yourself, on massages, on your hair, on your makeup, whatever it is that makes you feel good in your own skin. Jupiter is in the first house, okay, so Geminis could also be gaining weight. Geminis could also be wanting to study, learn something new, more curious and inquisitive than usual. Jupiter is like also saying maybe some of you guys are wanting to travel more, okay? You're traveling, travel hopping, or connecting with people from different cultures, different religions, different ethnicities. Mars is in your 12th house, so Gemini is a little bit tired. You need time to just rest. You need time to just rot, okay? Yeah. Okay. Then we also have the Mars sextiling, Saturn in your 10th house. So it's like, how can you work smarter, not harder? Maybe some of you guys have been feeling a lot of pressure in work or a lot of pressure in your career. And this is because you need to go back, Saturn retrograde, and work out any kinks that have been holding you back. This is about being more productive, more on top of your business. Okay. This can be very positive with the new moon. You're like, being more serious about your money making capabilities and opportunities. So it's like, you know what? Saturn retrograde is saying, put this work in. Neptune is also going retrograde here. So it's like at the critical last degree of Pisces, this is monumental. So this is also where we are going to be, seeing, with the Neptune revealing any illusions that you probably had about your job or about your career. Some of you guys here, this is also, if it's not about your career and your work, you're feeling more isolated. You're feeling like you're needing to kind of limit who has access to you. This could be because people want to use you in some way. And you're really trying to see, or you're really seeing like what is the reason that they want to have this connection to you? Is it because they only see a certain side of you and they don't really see the real you, and they're wanting to use you for their own advantage? And in that way, you're needing to protect your energy. Mercury is in your 3rd house. So you guys can have more nervousness and anxiety, which is why you need to rest more than usual. Okay. You could also just have a lot of things you need to do in your family or in your community with people. Mercury is in Leo. So I feel like people are going to be talking really feisty. All right. So you don't want to meet people where they're at. You want to stay where you are at. Okay. Don't let nobody bring you down, because if they're bringing you down, baby, they're already beneath you. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Thank you, baby. Oh, we got the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, this is someone coming at you, bro. This could be someone coming at you, feisty, like I said. This could be someone at work or a family member, okay? They're coming for you, okay? They could be coming to attack you, but you need to be more comfortable in your skin. And if this is, you to someone else, have more tact in the way that you communicate, knowing who you are. So, like, because you know who you are, you're not letting people project onto you. So you don't have to attack them. You don't have to get on the defense, because you know who you are, period. That's it. You know who you are. You're not going to let them devalue you. Queen of Pentacles, that money energy here, okay? And the Knight of Swords. And also this is saying, if there's something that you've been wanting to work on, have patience with it, plan it out. Don't just act. Saturn and Neptune retrograde in your house of career, okay? Make sure you're working out the kinks and troubleshooting things and not just jumping head first. Cancer, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. How are we feeling? Drop the crabs, drop the 6ix9ine. Happy birthday to all my Cancers. Celebrating a birthday. Sending you guys so much love and blessings in this new year. Make sure you're celebrating yourself. Every year that we grow is a blessing. Jesus. Sorry, my computer just is something weird. Anyway, it's a blessing. So it's a new moon in your sign. Okay. So it's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Okay. 6ix9ine. Okay. Okay. So Cancers, this is a beautiful time for you. Venus is in your sign. So this is saying treat yourself, baby. You are the prize. You are the table. Okay. You are the moment with Venus in your sign. You could be feeling more beautiful. Maybe you wanting to, go shopping, trick a little bit on yourself. Okay. We are also seeing here that you guys are having a guardian angel. Things are working out for you behind the scenes. Even if you feel like they're not working out for you, they most definitely are. Jupiter in your 12th house. Okay. Now the Mars is in Taurus in your 11th house. Okay. So you have a lot more motivation to go after your dreams. Okay. Maybe you're also using the internet in new ways, your social media or whatever. If you work with social media, this could be more of a time where you are having reach, or maybe you're saying something that could be a little controversial and gaining momentum, especially as Mars and Uranus get closer together. Some of you guys, this is arguments with your friends, right? Arguments with your friends, or arguments with people that you thought you were on the same page with, but you're not, and you're seeing how different you really are. Saturn and Neptune retrograding in your 9th house. This is looking like travel delays, travel plans, things getting like booked up fast, or like not booking fast enough. Some of you guys here going back to school, going back to the drawing board with situations, and maybe even having to, for some of you guys, this is hiring legal professionals, okay? Hiring experts, people with experience who can teach you, who can show you something. Mercury is in Leo in your 2nd house. Now, the interesting thing about this is usually Mercury in 2nd house could be good for your money, good for your business. However, Mercury will be stationing retrograde at the end of the month. It's going to begin its retrograde in Cancer and go back into Leo. So I would suggest for you guys, your Cancers, actually, sorry, Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde into Virgo, okay, and then going back into Leo. Sorry about that. So, Cancer, save your money where you can. Okay. Let people treat you. Let people take you out. Okay. Because when Mercury is retrograde in your 2nd house, this can show money slowing down as well, or just not having as much as you normally would. Okay. So that's something important to look out for too. Now, some of you guys can be, what's it called, like diversifying your portfolio, okay, getting your credit together, okay, getting the best deals for any bills you have, okay, reducing your interest rates. Whatever you can do to get smarter with your finances is very important for you guys with this new moon in your sign. Mercury opposing Pluto in this chart, okay, in the 2nd and 8th houses. Yes, definitely. If you need an attorney, you need something, but make sure you get a second opinion. Okay. It's a retrograde. So be slow. It's a retrograde in your 9th house. So be slow with that. Make sure that you're really vetting the people who are helping you, that you are hiring. Okay. Some of you guys, if you have your own business, this could be getting a lawyer for your own LLC or patents, right? Trademarks and stuff like that. Covering your own ass, essentially. Cancer. You guys are taking things very personal, okay? You guys could also be in your head. We have the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. This is why you need to rest. We have the Moon card representing our dreams. Oh, and the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. So the Moon card, you guys could be having trouble sleeping, insomnia, a lot of worries coming up. So Spirit's saying you need more rest. The more rest you get, the more blessed you will be. Okay. Jupiter in the 12th house. Really, the richness sometimes is in the reflection, is in the receiving. It's in the astral. It's in the subtle realms. Spirit's saying don't be a martyr. Okay. And sometimes we're not supposed to know the reason of something, but we shouldn't worry about it and be anxious about it. And it's about trusting it. Some of you guys too with the Moon card can be healing wounds around your mother or women in your family. Okay. Leo. Are the Leos in the building? Are the Lions in the building? Are you with me, Leos? Leos. Oh, that water was so good. Water just hits different in Cancer season. Okay. Okay. So Leos are basically ready for their season already. Okay. They could really care less about y'all Cancers. Okay. But yeah, okay, Leo, get ready for your season by not trying to do too much. Okay, the new moon is sitting in your 12th house. So this is a house of resting, of relaxing. Okay, now Leos, typically, you guys just have a lot more energy usually, and Mercury is moving into Leo. So you guys are going to be getting a lot of downloads. Okay, your mind is going to be more stimulated than usual. Okay, and so you might be craving a lot of versatility in your life, okay? But don't let that lean into you saying yes or overextending yourself to too many things, okay? You're also needing to balance that out, okay? Balance that out with chilling, okay? With rest, with massage, some of you guys with therapy, with sleeping, with dream work. Venus is also in your 12th house. So you guys have to be careful, okay, with associating yourself with people who are secret haters, okay? People who don't really want you to succeed, or people who do not want you to be better than them, okay? Venus in your 12th house can show you those types of people. Okay, so pay attention when spirit reveals them to you. Pay attention who doesn't clap when you win. Okay, who you just get a feeling you can't really tell them your aspirations. You can't really tell them what it is that you want to do with yourself, because their brains cannot wrap around them. We're not all here with the same mission, and we all need to accept that. Okay, especially I feel like Leo's being ruled by the sun. You guys can sometimes be in that solar where it's like your world is so big and so magnetic, and you feel like maybe other people have the same amount of energy as you, or have the same capabilities as you, but they don't. Okay, they're not ruled by the sun. Okay, so they just don't. Okay, you guys have a lot of love to give, and sometimes that can be given sometimes to the wrong people. Okay, so be mindful. This Cancer season basically can show you who's really there for you and who's not, who's a secret hater, who's not. Either way, your friendship circle is expanding, or your community is expanding with Jupiter in your 11th house. Okay, or maybe too, if you had thought, yeah, this is what I want to do, you're actually like, no, I need to set my sights higher for myself. Okay, and that could be also important with Mercury and Leo. You will feel more talkative than usual. Okay, so you could just be on the phone more, or just wanting to share ideas more, or connect and find people who you have similar interest with. Okay, like people in, let's say you're a writer, and you're joining a writers collective or something like that, or you're an astrologer and you join an astrology chapter, a local something like this. Find your people, essentially. Okay, Mars is in your 10th house. Okay, you could be getting in fights with people. Okay, or you could feel more argumentative with people, and this is going to be in your tone and the way that you're speaking, so be mindful of that. Okay, some of you guys are going to be making a shift change. This can be leaving a job to start a whole new job or start a whole new career. Saturn and Neptune retrograding here in your 8th house. Okay, so the people that you're connected with can be kind of going through something, and this is impacting how they show up for you. So it's also about, being gentle with others too. Okay, maybe you're starting to see someone's true colors. Okay, but sometimes people are a hero, sometimes people are a villain in your story. Okay, so that's also really important to know as well, Leo. Okay, Leos. Okay, Leos. And I also feel like if you have a job that you get benefits from, okay, if you have a job that you get benefits from, this could be, making sure that everything is going, that you're getting the proper money that you need. They're not asking for too much money, like getting everything sorted with that, because there could be some certain mistakes and misunderstandings with that as well. Okay. La 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 la. You guys have the 9 of Wands, so you need to rest. You're feeling more burnt out. You have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 9 9s are about closing out cycles, and then you have 9 to 10. 10 is the end and also a new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter card, saying do not be too stubborn, do not be too fixed, Leos. Leo is a fixed sign, so you sometimes can get stuck in your ways. Cancer season wants you to change, to reflect on ways that you've burnt yourself out, to reflect on ways that maybe you have undervalued yourself, okay, and be like, it's okay if I have to let go of certain people, you know, cut out certain weeds and areas of my life that have been draining me because I am more than enough, okay, period. Period, Leo. Now we are on Virgo. Virgo, how you doing, my Virgos? What's really good with you? I just heard something, but I think it's the TV. Okay, Virgos, my sun, moon, rising, Virgos. What's really good with you, baby? So this Cancer season should be feeling a little sweet to my Virgos, okay? This new moon is in your house of wishes and dreams fulfilled, coming true. So this new moon, you could be setting new heights, okay? New dreams for yourself, new aspirations, and new goals. And there's a great time for manifesting things that you want to achieve because this is very, very beautiful house, okay? To have this new moon. You could also be meeting new people, okay? You could be meeting new people that could be helping you create and live the life of your dreams as well. It's really important for you guys to socialize around this Cancer season because you never know who you might meet. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Jupiter is in your 10th house. So overall, Virgos are going to have a good year, particularly with their business or being seen or making a huge impact in the world, teaching people, or some of you guys traveling for fun, traveling for your job, traveling more than usual, being seen, okay, in different places, okay? They're going to be wondering, are you a scammer? Okay, because you're everywhere, that they never are. Then we have, you know, Venus in your 11th house, okay? So with this energy, you could also be looking, feeling, attracting more people who are, you know, artists, who are musicians, who are creatives in your life, okay? That can also inspire you. Maybe you are also an artist or a creative, and there's like, you know, connecting and networking with people who just really get it. Mercury is in Leo in your 12th house. So I feel like when Mercury is in your 12th house, like you guys are having more active dreams. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings over you for this new moon season, baby. All right, with Mercury again in your 12th house, the dreams are speaking to you, but also it can sometimes be harder to communicate. Now, if you channel, if you communicate with spirits, if you communicate with your ancestors, the dead, this could be a good time that you're going to be getting actually more downloads from the symbolism, from the dreams, you know, from the connections, from the synchronicities than you might get from, you know, verbal conversations with the actual living human being. Okay. That's another thing that can happen with this energy. I feel like with the Mars and Uranus conjunction happening here in your 9th house, some of you guys are going to be taking a random trip. You're going to be invited. You're going to want to go somewhere random, maybe you've never been before. That could be really, really exciting, really fun, really sexy. Okay. Some of you guys are just going to be taking this trip with a significant other, with someone you're in a relationship with. Okay. Mars sextiling Saturn in your 7th house. Now, some of you guys could also be going through certain separations with people that you were once close with, but because of their own issues, you know, maybe their own battles that they fight, their own demons that they fight, you guys have not been able to grow together. So it's like praying for them, wishing them love, wishing them peace, loving them from afar. That is completely valid. Okay. So making sure that you're also protecting yourself. Saturn in your 7th house can kind of show that there's a Neptune here retrograding. There's some karma you're dealing with in your relationships, and truly seeing your significant other or intimate people in your life for who they are, good and the bad. Okay. And choosing how are you going to love them. You know, sometimes Saturn and 7 can give separations, or maybe you're getting back together. Okay. Or maybe your relationship is growing stronger because you're really seeing the person for who they are. And you're also honoring, respecting each other's boundaries. Okay. But this, oh, it does feel heavily surrounded with other people. Okay. Like maybe this is trips with other people, traveling. Okay. But definitely other people. You guys all got the Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, you guys got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, and this is your wish fulfillment house. So it feels like something is coming through for you that you've been wanting for a while, right? And this is coming also through the people you know, the friendships that you have, okay, the community that you have. Um, you know, maybe even the people you work with or work for. Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, King of Swords, all court cards, all giving people in your life, right? Now some of you guys can be feeling like if you have separated from someone, they're still keeping tabs on you. Like maybe they have a fake Instagram page or they're keeping tabs on you, like gossiping perhaps about you. There's also saying, think about things in a new way, knowing clearly and logically what it is that you want, and kind of taking like almost like an ice queen approach. Okay. Of like, yeah, maybe it seems cold in the moment, but it's actually very protective for myself. Okay. Leo, now we, or Virgo, sorry, baby. Now we are on Virgo. I mean, wow, Libra. Is she here? Is she here? Libra, let me see the scales. Oh no. Oh no. Libra, let me see the scales if you're here. But yes, if you are a Virgo and you are going through relationship issues, you know, this is Saturn and Neptune in your house of relationships. It's not the greatest feeling. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. This too shall pass. Okay. Libras, sun, moon, rising. So Libras, we have the south node in Libra, right? So you guys are highly sensitive to other people's energy, and you need to be aware of that so that you are maybe, you know, protecting yourself before and after you leave your house, right? It's very important. You're hypersensitive with the south node in your first house. You know, there could be parts of you, you know, lifetimes that you don't recognize anymore. You know, this is really about closing out old karma, old chapters of yourself that you're not really identifying with. And some of you guys, this is also the north node is in your seventh house, bringing you fated connections, you know, marriages, okay, the person of your dreams. But it's like sometimes you give that person so much attention, you might neglect your own. So there's a balance that needs to be had here. Now you guys are having this new moon in your 10th house. This is a great time for business for Libra, okay? A great time for business, a great time to monetize, a great time to attract things and be very magnetic, okay? I feel like when we have this new moon in your 10th house, things usually are going to be going in your favor, okay, going in your way. Things are reaching a climax and things are reaching a peak. If you've been waiting for the right time, the green light to go do something, okay, to go ask for something, a promotion, or to go, you know, do something scary that you've been called to do, right? Or to like kind of give in, you know, give birth to a new version of yourself. This is the time to do it. Cancer season is very powerful portal for you guys. Jupiter is in your 9th house. No, this could be highlighting for Libras that you're traveling more than usual. Some of you guys are, you know, taking higher education classes, or you're taking workshops, webinars. You're wanting to learn and soak up a lot of information. Mars is making the sextile to Saturn in your 6th house. So it's very important that you're taking care of your physical, mental, spiritual health. Okay. With this energy, Mars in your 8th house, making sure you're not overspending on credit cards or spending other people's money too much. This can cause arguments too. If you share money or you share resources with someone, you could find out that maybe they made a purchase that they didn't tell you about, that maybe there could be an argument about. Mercury is in Leo now in your 11th house. So spirit really wants you to speak your dreams into existence. 11th house is about your dreams, your wishes, your aspirations, and your manifestations. Mercury is saying, get serious about it. Okay. Don't wait for the right time for something. No, it is here. No, it is now. No, it is, if it's not here in front of you, it is on its way. So it's here somewhere. Okay. You just can't see it specifically. Okay. You guys could also be very busy chasing your dreams, okay, around this time, and connecting and networking with people that can help you to do it. I feel like with, you know, Saturn and Neptune retrograding in your 6th house, you're needing to work and manage stress levels. Okay. Ground yourself in gratitude, making sure that you're nourishing yourself, okay? Giving yourself the things that you need, not getting overwhelmed with your responsibilities or your duties. And if you are, there's an invitation to review how you can get more organized, how you can make your schedule work for you. Okay, so this can be pretty powerful, okay, pretty potent if you work with it. But it's really about taking care of your physical health, organizing your schedule, not letting certain anxieties and worries really stress you out, because you need to stay focused on what it is that you are attracting, not what it is that you're wanting to let go of, okay, what you're wanting to release. But that's what I see for you guys, okay, Libra. There's, this should be pretty positive for money, okay? So take advantage of that any way that you can. This can, whether this is overtime, okay, whether this is applying to new positions, okay? You guys have the Guru card, okay, and the Two of Cups. I feel like this is you're going through initiation and learning about and lessons around relationships, okay? Heavy around relationships, divine partnership, okay, intimate connections. Two of Cups, make love, not war, compromising, reconciliation, right? Listening to your intuition, the High Priestess, and taking aligned action on those dreams, on those wishes. Knight of Wands is saying also you guys could be getting a lot of messages coming through. And taking these opportunities that you know are for you and not being afraid of them, okay? Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings overdue on this new moon in Cancer coming up, boo. Jess, so that was Libra. Now we are on Scorpio. Are the Scorpios with us? Scorpios, are you here? Let me see you. Scorpios, my fixed people. Okay, so Scorpio, we are in a water season. You're a water sign, so this should be a good time for you guys, right? This is the new moon happening in your 9th house, okay, Scorpio. So this is a great time for you guys to travel, okay? To travel, to take a trip, okay, to go somewhere you've never been before, okay? Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings overdue, babe. The Scorpios are here. The Scorpios are here. Okay, so you guys are setting your sights on greener pastures. Okay, you guys have a travel bug. You want to go, you want to explore, you want to experience, and this is the season to do so. Now, some of you guys can also be going through a training, okay, a training or higher education, going back to the basics with something. If you're not traveling physically, maybe you're traveling mentally, okay? And so you are like a sponge wanting to learn more and explore more, okay? So this is a great time to like listen to audiobooks, do your own research, okay? If you feel like you don't have the answers, find someone who does have the answers. Find someone who's older than you, find a professional, someone that you can work for, pick their brain, learn from them, okay? But this is really about expanding your mind, expanding the way that you see things, okay? Some of you guys are, also maybe some of you guys are having court. This could go beneficial in your favor with the new moon in your 9th house. If you do have court or if you're battling for something in court, this could be positive for you guys. Jupiter is in your 8th house, okay? So with Jupiter expanding this house of other people's resources, it's very important to have, share resources with the right people. You'll start to see who's really adding and who's really subtracting, okay? Mars and Uranus in your 7th house. So you could be fighting with your significant other, fighting with people you're in partnership with or you're very intimate with around themes of freedom, okay? Freedom. Can you really be your true authentic self? Can they be their true authentic self? Uranus can bring breaks, right? Or separations or conversations around, I need freedom, okay? I need my own independence, whether this is you or someone else in your life. Mars is also here bringing up some maybe anger, irritation, or impulsivity. Some of you guys are just going to be feeling maybe more sexual, okay, too, with Mars being in your 7th house, more intimate times, more sexy times, having sex in weird places. Okay. Neptune and Saturn are retrograding in your 5th house. This is a house of giving birth. This is a house of children. So some of you guys are, if you have children, you know, maybe you need to get more strict with them. Okay. More strict with them, or you're seeing how maybe they've lied to you, or they had you think that it was one way and it really wasn't one way, or they've been concealing something. This could also be coming up and out over the next few months. Also, if you are like a creative, you could feel like you're not feeling as creative as usual, maybe with Saturn, or you're revisiting old projects, old things that you wanted to give birth to, but you never had the structure or the stability to give birth to them. So now you are picking them up again and reviewing them. Mercury's in your 10th house. You know, this is great for, you know, having people listen to you, having people agree with you. Okay. So that is important. I feel like with Mercury in your 10th house, this could be good for business negotiations. Okay. As well, Mercury is a sign of the merchant. Okay. So if you have your own business, this overall is going to be more positive, but maybe you need to like travel for work. Okay. Travel for work, or like learn more about how to be better at what it is that you do. And this is going to help you. Mercury in your 10th house, right? We have the moon card. Okay. So there's a lot of mystery surrounding why you're being called to do what you're being called to do. Could be also having a lot of dreams that are pushing you to take action. Okay. And you guys also have the 9 of Pentacles. And this is just about being grateful for the natural abundance in your life, being grateful for the company that is yourself, okay? And everything that you've worked so hard for. What's the point of working hard if you don't rest, play, and enjoy it? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. If you do have your own business, that could be positive for it. 9 of Pentacles is a money card, enjoying your money the way you want to, not waiting on someone else to tell you how to spend it. Okay. Now we are on, thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. My beautiful Sagittariuses. How are you feeling, Saggies? Are you here? Are you in the building? Sagittarius, what's good? I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. That's what Sagittarius is saying right now. Genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. Okay, Sagittarius. So this new moon is in your house of transformation. Okay, so you guys could be feeling like maybe things are not going the way you have wanted them to, but they're going the way that they need to. Okay, 8th house is a hidden house. So, you know, it gives a lot of mystery. Sometimes it feels a little tough emotionally because you're being called to transform before you're ready, before you're willing. Okay. And so that is something that's coming up with this 8th house season. You're also seeing how the people you associate with can maybe drain you. Okay. With Venus here, too, maybe how they are benefiting you. Okay. But this is heavily emphasizing, you know, other people in your life, people that you have different, like that you share your resources, what you share your light with, you share your money with, you share your energy with now. So this could be, you know, again, a partner that you live with, a sister, a brother, a roommate, a friend, a cousin, a child that you live with. Okay. It's highlighting those people, this new moon. Okay. Now, this new moon, you may also be trying to get your finances together. Okay. Getting rid of certain subscriptions or money leaks and money drains, and going over your accounts and your statements and seeing and making sure everything's really adding up the way it's supposed to in terms of like interest rates and all those boring things. Like, all of that. Okay. Mercury is in Leo in your 9th house. Okay. So this is actually pretty beneficial too for like some trips if you're wanting to take a trip. Okay. Maybe you're putting a trip on a credit card. All right. Jupiter's in your 7th house, so it could be good for Sagittarius, especially Sagittarius rising, for meeting people, meeting new partners, betting in new relationships and new love. Jupiter in your 7th house could be a blessing for that. Mars and Uranus sitting in your 6th house is saying be careful with your health so you're not burning yourself out. So, you know, with the new moon being in a hidden house, you may need to rest more. You may feel more tired than usual, okay? You may be feeling like you're being called for a spiritual or physical revolution or upgrade in yourself, a new alignment for yourself, venerating and honoring your ancestors, your legacy. You know, what are people going to say about you when your time is over, right? So you're thinking about all these things, Sagittarius. You know, Mars in your 6th house, some of you guys could be getting new pets or taking care of your pets in a different way, maybe getting a new groomer, okay, taking them to the vet, maybe getting a new pet, perhaps. Mars in the 6th house and Uranus, you know, this can kind of increase your worries, okay? Your worries and your anxieties. So it's really important for you to take care of your mental health, your physical health. This could be also going to the doctors, okay? Getting your herbal remedies, okay, as well. If you're into like alternative solutions, alternative medicines can be helpful, like acupuncture, chiropractor, or daily movement practices to strengthen yourself to deal with stress, essentially. Saturn and Neptune retrograding in your 4th house, you could be dealing with issues in your home. That's really annoying. Like maybe you need to get your landlord involved, okay, or like a board involved. Some of you guys are maybe feeling isolated in your families. You're feeling like more of a black sheep, or there's disharmony going on in the home, okay, with this. And this could be because someone hid something from you, or you're misunderstanding or misinterpreting what someone's feeling or what someone's doing. So keep these projections as well to a minimum, whether that's you to somebody else or someone else to you. Okay. But yeah, this could also be showing that you are wanting to really like utilize your hours in a day, okay? Like you're being more strict with like your calendar and your time management, right? You guys got the Justice card. It's all about divine intervention, okay? This is a Libra card. This could be highlighting those relationships. We have the Magician card, new relationships coming out of nowhere, faded connections coming out of nowhere, okay? Speaking your truth. Okay, because it's how you feel. It's giving big rebirth. It's time for me to be reborn. It's time for me to also be sweeter to myself and sweeter to my spiritual counsel, to my ancestors and stuff like that with this Knight of Cups. The Magician and the Justice card is saying, even if you feel like something is not fair, trust me, it is necessary. You will see hindsight is 2020. And then the Magician card is also saying you have the resources that you need, and you have the people. And even if you feel like you don't have the people, your divine spirit team, your ancestors, your angels are also on your side. Okay. So you can call on them, pray for their protection, their support. Okay. So now we are on Capricorn. Capricorn, are you here, Capricorn? Let me see the goats. Let me see the goats. Let me see the goats, Capricorn. So my babies, Capricorn. It's an earth season. I mean, you're an earth sign and it's a water season. So it's giving feminine. It's a very feminine. It works together quite well. Okay. This is your opposite sign. So this is highlighting that, you know, we just had the full moon in Capricorn and we're going to have another full moon in Capricorn. Okay. Capricorns, are y'all all right? Capricorns, are y'all all right? We just had a full moon in Capricorn and we're going to have another one. So Capricorns are feeling it. Okay. Capricorns are feeling it. So this new moon is in your 7th house of relationships, okay? This could symbolize new love, new romance, okay? Or if you're already in a relationship, you guys are spending more time together, sweetening, loving each other more deeply, okay? You know, you could be spending more time with them, falling deeper in love with them, or meeting people, dating, you know, or if you hadn't been dating for a while, you know, maybe you'll want to go out one night, okay, 2 nights, see who's out there, see what's up, okay? Mercury Mercury is in Leo in your 8th house. Okay. So this feels like, you know, communicating with people about really deep things is going to be easier. You know, you could be more in touch with your feelings or open up a little bit more to people than you usually would. Jupiter is in your 6th house. Okay. So with Jupiter in this 6th house, you could be feeling like you have more responsibilities than usual. And so this is also opening you up to handling stress in a better way, learning how to manage stress, learning how to, you know, run a business or run your schedule in a peaceful and productive way. Mars and Uranus in your 5th house. This could show that some Capricorns will be getting into arguments with their children, okay, butting heads with their children because your children might be wanting to like rebel, okay, rebel or do something shocking or surprising that makes you feel like WTF. Some of you guys are feeling more fertile. Maybe you are getting pregnant with Mars and Uranus in your 5th house. That unexpected pregnancy could be happening here too. So be mindful of that. Ultimately, I also feel like with this Mars in your 5th, sextiling, you know, Saturn in your 3rd, you are learning how to, you know, I feel this this high energy of creativity and expression and not feeling like, you know, knowing that what you have to say and what you have to add is valuable. Okay. Even if like, you know, you don't see it in the moment, you could be inspiring other people by you just putting yourself out there and them being able to see a different side to you. Okay. Um, as well. But this could also be a great time for dating or dating people that you normally wouldn't be attracted to. You know, Mars and Uranus coming together in the 5th house. Beautiful. Okay. This is saying this is opening up a creative or a sexual revolution for certain Capricorns too. Neptune and Saturn retrograde in your 3rd house can also show that, you know, maybe there's some isolations or hard times dealing with siblings. Okay. Your siblings being checked out, your siblings being avoidant or something like that, your siblings struggling with certain things like mental health. So also being there for them with that. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings over you for this beautiful new moon in Cancer. Okay. Capricorns, this season is really highlighting, you know, that RIP to the old me. Thank you for the new me. Okay, that tweet I tweeted because you guys are having 2 full moons in your sign. It's really about letting go certain things about yourself that you're just not good maybe for people you're in a relationship or not good, you know, maybe for your stress or for your mental health. And, you know, Mars in your 5th house, like giving birth to a new radical free version of yourself because it's giving liberation. It's giving, I don't need to stay where I'm no longer loved, where I'm no longer feeling accepted, where I'm no longer feeling like the energy is requited. Like, baby, I know my worth. Okay. And some of you guys here, you know, you've been working harder, not smarter. So Spirit's going to be showing you and opening up the roads for you, okay, to see better ways of doing things. You know, 10 of Wands is also giving the end of a cycle of making movement, okay, that has no motion. Okay, making movement that has no motion because nothing is coming of it. It's not productive. Okay, you could be working against yourself. That's what this energy is coming up and saying. Now, some of you guys are also going to be seeing how people can gossip around you, or there's a third party situation. Okay, whether this is someone you're dating is dating somebody else, you're dating somebody else. Okay. Two, it's not working. You're thinking of somebody, you're remembering somebody, you're remembering your ex. Okay. And also seeing that certain people, maybe they're gossipy, or they just are distractions. They just want to party and then they distract you from your goals in life. So it's also saying maybe don't go out and have too much fun. Okay. Because you're tired. Don't run away from your problems because you're tired. Also, don't bash people. Okay. That energy can be very draining. Aquarius, are we here? Aquarius, are we in the building? Ooh, you got in a fight with your child today? Oh my God, that Mars in the 5th house. It's crazy. It's crazy. Aquarius, are we in here? How we living? How we doing? No, Aquarius is in here. Okay, I see you, Aquarius. I see you, water bearers. Let's get into it, okay? This new moon is in your house of responsibilities. Okay, so Aquarius, you really, okay, you need to chill. You need to chill. You guys could have a lot of things going on. Okay, this is giving like, new moon. You're setting up your schedule in a new way. You're organizing yourself in a new way. You're trying to make your day run smoother. Okay, so that's part of your organization and your scheduling. This is also the house that has to do with your physical vitality and your health. So you can also be doing new things, new habits for your health, your physical health, whether this is movement or herbs or supplements or following up with your doctors. Okay, some of you guys are getting maybe new pets. Okay, or you're getting your pet a friend. Okay, or maybe you're needing like a pet sitter too with this sixth house energy. It's really important for you guys to know how to manage like the pressures of life like you guys do, because you're Saturn ruled. Okay, and Saturn is going to be sextiling Mars, so you're going to be feeling very motivated to get your life together. Okay, you're going to be feeling motivated to tie up any loose ends. You're going to be feeling like, you know what, I can do it because I'm willing to sacrifice this moment for my long term. Okay, some of you guys can be having certain hard conversations though, I feel like, as well. Now Saturn and Neptune is retrograding your second house. This is slowing down the money for Aquariuses. Maybe, money isn't as important for you in this time. You'd rather have the time than the money. You'd rather have the freedom than the money. For some of you guys, you'd rather have more space than the money. You're like, actually, what I value is not monetary. What I value is freedom. What I value is peace of mind. What I value is, my integrity, right? Or maybe you're saving up for something big. You could be saving for something big, saving for a home, saving for a move, saving for, redecorating as well. You have Mercury in, oh, I love that for you, my love. You graduated your yogi certificate, you quit smoking, you moved. That's amazing. All beautiful things. Mars and Uranus is in your fourth house, Aquarius rising. Aquarius in general. So with Mars and Uranus, some of you guys can be fighting with family members, fighting people that you live with, okay? Or with the Mars and Uranus here, this could be like a faded move or a quick move, like moving out of nowhere, needing to relocate or switch things up, right? Out of nowhere, or a new place to call home. Mars and Uranus coming together here. Mercury is in your seventh house. Mercury is in Leo. So this is showing how important communication is in your relationships. Okay. Now, this can show that you're having a lot of important conversations in your relationships around codependency, around manipulation, around obsession, or people being too stuck on the way they want something to be. This is also, you're having transformative conversations with people you are in relationship with or are intimate with, right? Sharing ideas. And I feel like with Mercury and Leo, people are speaking very pridefully. Okay. People are speaking with a lot of pride. So that's not bad. You have to honor, you have to have integrity. Also speaking with courage, Mercury and Leo, speaking from your heart. Okay. Being honest with your heart is very important. But ultimately, with this new moon in the sixth house, this is saying that there's new ways of wellness that are opening up to you. Okay. New ways and new things you can do on a day-to-day. Some of you guys are having, maybe more pressure or more stress with work. This is like maybe with your employer, or if you own your own business and you have employees, this could be with them. Okay. You could be finding new employees, or as well, like deepening your relationship, with your employer and finding more of an eye to eye, because Venus is in that sixth house, which should be harmonious and peaceful. Now, you guys also have the Tower card and the Guru card. Okay. So it feels like something very unexpected is happening here. I feel it's so funny because there's Aquarius, sometimes Joe. Okay. And whenever we get the Tower, I think of her. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings over you. I'm going to tell her she needs to watch this, okay? But yeah, with the Tower card, okay, this is saying expecting the unexpected, okay? And this is a lesson. This is a tough lesson for you with the Guru card, but you're going to be coming out on top. You might not see it in the moment, but it's like when you look back, you're going to be seeing that this was actually for your own success, for your own victory, for your own triumph, okay? Six of Wands. Reverse is still going to work out for you, but first certain things need to fall apart, some unexpected things, okay, that are going to be teaching you a lot, okay? Sometimes we learn more through experiences than we do with someone else telling you something. So, you know, you can handle any stress, anything that God is giving you is because God knows you can handle it, okay? Aquarius, sending you so much love and blessings. Now we are on Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. How are you, beautiful babies? So we are in a water season. If you're a Pisces, drop those 2 fish, okay? Drop the fish. Pisces, let me know you're in the building. I seen the Aquarius was here, okay? Pisces, are you here? Let me take a sip of water. I've been chatting. All right, Pisces, sun, moon, rising. So this should be a beautiful new moon for you guys, okay? Now, this new moon is conjunct Sirius, which is about victory and success, right? So it's a positive new moon for manifestation, and it's in your 5th house of giving birth. So this is new moon is you giving birth to some new project. This is about your creativity, sparking up again your imagination, your limitlessness, okay? You guys are being very innovative in this season, and you can be ready to, you know, show the world what you're made of, birth a new part of yourself, right? You know, the 5th house also is associating with our children. So some of you guys are very fertile. If you've been wanting to have a baby, this could be a great time to have when Venus in your 5th house, right? If you have children already, you are, you know, maybe taking vacations with them, trips with them, okay? Spending more time, okay, doing creative projects with them, okay, and working together, you know, Venus, having more peaceful, joyful times, right, with your children or with your own creativity. If you are an artist, if you are a musician, if you are creative, a content creator, this can be a great time that you're feeling those creative sparks and juices flowing to you, and you're wanting to break out of your norm, you're wanting to break out of the ordinary and really push yourself to the creative limits, the imaginative limits. Jupiter is in your 4th house, expanding your family, okay, in general. So again, very fertile for the Pisces. This could also be showing that, you know, the people that you live with, okay, or share a home with, are blessing you in some way. Okay, you guys are adding, you guys are benefiting from each other's connections. We have Mars and Uranus sitting in your 3rd house, making that sextile to Saturn in your 1st house. So Saturn and Neptune are retrograding in your 1st house, Pisces. So you guys are feeling these retrogrades deeper than other people, which just kind of shows that maybe you are reviewing and seeing how, you know, with Neptune in your, you know, 29 Pisces in your 1st house, things that, you know, maybe you have not truly faced, right, about yourself, and Neptune is lifting the veil about that. And so this is great for shadow work. Saturn retrograde can show that you are feeling more depressed or more emotional as well in general. So this can be like showing you, okay, if you're going through depression, you're going through a dark night of the soul, how can you heal yourself? How can you work at your way out of this? How can you fall deeper into your spiritual practices, okay, your ancestral practices to help you with certain, you know, feelings of loneliness or feelings of isolation, right? Mars and Uranus sitting in the 3rd house can show that there's some maybe angry conversations that you're having too with people that can be coming off of like your own need to rebel, your own need to be independent and free from other people's expectations. And this could be also with work too, or with people that you're very close to. Okay. Some of you guys are maybe getting in fights with your siblings or family members, or your siblings or family members are going through a surprising change that can maybe shock you too, or it seems very impulsive that they're doing this. You know, be mindful with your words. Because of stress, you may be saying things that you don't mean in the moment. So be mindful of that too. With Mercury is sitting in your 6th house, you know, and it's like, you know, making an aspect to this, to the Neptune. Okay. A trine. No, well, almost. So yeah, with that energy, like being mindful again of those conversations and misunderstandings and not letting other people's moods dictate your mood. Okay. Hi, baby. Besitos. Okay. So Mercury is in Leo in your 6th house. Okay. So it feels like too with Mercury in your 6th house, there could be new job opportunities opening up with 6th house ruling over your employees or employers. You are having conversations maybe about your schedule, working with your schedule, you know, so your schedule can work with you. Okay. How you can, you know, also not be intimidated as well in the workplace with Mercury and Leo, speaking with that pride, speaking with that courage. Okay. But ultimately for you guys, it's about creative solutions. Okay. This is about creative solutions. This is also maybe a good time for you guys for romance, for dates, for, you know, if you're not dating anybody, for going out with your homies. Okay. Going out with your homies and doing something like, you know, that you haven't done before. Maybe a little paint and sip, maybe a little bowling action. Okay. 5th house can also just be a house that has to do with fun. So Pisces, this is a great time for you guys to have just a little bit more fun. Okay. And if you are going and handling with a lot of stress and responsibilities, who can you talk to? Who heals the healer? Okay. Who can you talk to about your stress? How can you work your schedule out so you have less stress, right? You have Temperance card. It's all about moderation. Okay. 50-50, seeing both sides of a situation, knowing your ancestors, angels are protecting you. Okay. Temperance, moderation. Hey, babes. I love that. If you're relocating Jupiter in your 4th house, that could be a good relocation. Okay. It could be a blessed and abundant move for you guys. Okay. Temperance is really also saying just don't overdo something. Okay. Don't go from 0 to 100. Like get your feet wet first. Okay. Then get your knees wet. Then dip your hips. Okay. Then when your hip, we dip. Period. Okay. Then you also have Page of Cups, King of Swords. Okay. You don't have time to convince people to see things the way that you do. That's one thing we do not have time for. Okay. So if someone is intent on not getting it, it's not your job to make them get it. Okay. The girls that get it. That's it. There's no other need for that. Okay. But y'all cannot let your emotions lead you. Okay. You also need to lean on logic. Okay. Some of you guys, this is also about entrepreneurship, perhaps. Okay. And so taking your time within an entrepreneurship project. Okay. Okay, my love. So that was our reading. We did all signs. I've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay. If you made it this far, okay, drop a water emoji in the comments. Okay. Or drop a water emoji in the live right now. Let me know if you received this message, if it resonated with you. Hopefully you guys can join us on July 5th, Friday, for our Crown of Success Reiki session. Okay. It's going down. You can't watch it live. You can watch the replay. It's a sound bath, a group reading. Okay. As well as distance Reiki energy healing. So I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that. The moon loves to be in Cancer, is one of the favorite, most best moons of the year. So don't miss it. If you want me to read your personal chart, okay, if you want a reading, tarot or astrology or mentorship, you can secure a one-on-one reading with me live or pre-recorded on my site, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. We also did the week ahead horoscope, so tap in with that if you haven't yet. I'm on YouTube and Instagram, so I appreciate all the water emojis. Yeah, we flowing and we going in this Cancer season. We rolling with the homies. We got it on lock. Hey, okay, new moon in Cancer. Yeah, we're feeling a little emotional, but we still bad witches. Okay. Thank you for all the badges, all the likes, all the supports and shares. It means so much. Please like the video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys later, babes. Boy. Adios, senorita, senorita.